Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, hi, my name is Diamond and I give you a big warm welcome. So as you guys probably can already tell, my eye makeup is done and nothing else. That means it is time for a foundation review. So the foundation I'm going to be reviewing today is the new Total Control Drop Foundation by NYX. So basically the concept of this foundation is that you're supposed to be able to create your ideal coverage from light to full with the certain amount of drops. So on the box it says that 2 drops equal a light coverage, 3 drops equal a medium coverage, and then 4 plus drops equal a full coverage. I have used this a couple times, but I haven't done like a full review on it. And I'm also going to be using the brush that is meant for the foundation to see how it works with the foundation and everything like that. So this is what the box looks like. So it comes with a dropper, so you can customize your coverage. This retails for $14 on the NYX website, and I think at Ulta too. I think I paid $14 for this, and I got the shade 13 Golden. So let's talk about the shade range. So the shade range is great with this foundation. It comes in 24 shades. And the finish of this foundation is a velvety matte. One thing about this foundation though, if you were trying to get it in stores, it's quite difficult to get in stores. So when I first got it, I didn't know that it came in 24 shades. I thought it only came in 6 shades because that's how many shades were at Ulta. Only 6 of the 24 shades were on display for you to actually test out and try. So if you're trying to get it in store, then it might be a little difficult if you're like a deeper skin tone, because this was the last shade that they had in stores. So this is the brush that you're, I guess, supposed to use with it. It has like a little dip in it, if you see that. So it's not just a flat angle. It has like a little dip in it, and I guess that's where you're supposed to put the foundation. I'm probably not gonna put it in the brush just because I feel like it'll sink in there, so I'm probably just gonna put it on my face anyway and then use the brush. But the bristles on this are really soft. Ooh, they're really soft, and the brush is kind of dense, but it's still like flexible and movable. So, and this brush also was $14. So I'm just going to prime my face now with the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. So now I'm just going to shake this up, and I'm first going to do 3 drops. 2, 3. Oh, I was supposed to do 2 for light coverage, but I did 3. I feel like that was light coverage, and it didn't even like get up to my forehead. It only got like around my cheek area. So I'm gonna do like 3 or 2 more drops, and then I'm going to do 1, 2 drops. This is what it looks like when it has about 2 to 3 drops. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a medium coverage. I like this brush though. The brush didn't make me look extra dry or anything like that, which is nice. But in my opinion, I would definitely say this is like a light coverage with 3 drops, and you would definitely have to like, I guess, put 1, 2, 3 so the foundation can get everywhere on your face. I'm really impressed by the brush. It blended out the foundation really nicely, and it didn't make my skin look dry at all. So I'm just going to add like a couple more drops. So the coverage is definitely buildable. So I would say this is about a medium coverage for me. Before I move on to the other side, I'm just going to add like 1 more drop on my problematic areas. This is what the foundation looks like. I really like it. I did like, I guess, heavily moisturize my face this morning. So now on this side, I'm just going to use my beauty blender. Well, this is the L'Oreal beauty sponge. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I think that's 3 drops at first, and this is what 3 drops looks like. with the Beauty Blender. Like I said, it says on the box that 3 drops is a medium coverage, and to me it's just not, but I guess it just depends on your preference too. So for me right now, this is kind of a medium coverage, and I guess I would say this is more like a full coverage, just because you can't really see pretty much anything. Going to add like 1 or 2 more drops, and I'm just going to blend that out with the brush just so I can get a little more coverage. But I really like this brush, and I'm not a brush person at all, but this brush, I really like it. So this is what the foundation looks like. I would definitely say with the brush you get a little bit more coverage, and you don't have to use as much product with this as with the Beauty Blender. You have to kind of keep adding and adding and adding to get like a more full coverage look. But the brush definitely works with dry skin. Like, this is dry skin approved. I love this. It just blended out everything so nicely. But I love how like you can kind of build it up. And even with all those drops, it still doesn't look or feel heavy on my face like whatsoever. Like literally whatsoever. So yeah, so I'm about to finish my makeup and then I will be right back. Okay guys, so I finished my makeup. This is kind of like my basic everyday makeup look. So the foundation, it still looks wonderful. Like, I absolutely love this foundation. This is a beautiful foundation. It doesn't look heavy on the skin. It didn't oxidize or anything like that from what I can tell. I had no trouble with other products going on top of the foundation or anything. I did set it. I kind of baked under my eyes a little bit, and then I just set the rest of my face normally. Now I'm just going to insert a photo with flash and then a photo without flash so you can see the difference. So obviously this foundation looks great with flash, without flash, and just in pictures, like in general. So right now it is 10:11 a.m. So right now I'm about to go to class, go about my day, and then I'm going to check in again in about 4-ish hours and for like my midday how it's going type deal. Then I'm going to do my final check-in at the end of the night. Alright guys, so right now it is 2:23. So it's been about 4 hours exactly, and this is how the foundation looks. I haven't touched up or blotted or anything, and I think it still looks pretty good. The only places I'm really getting like oily at are like around my nose and then like right on my forehead and a little on my shoulder and a little on my chin. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you can have like a closer look. This is what the foundation looks like close up. So as you can tell with the close-ups, this foundation looks so stunning on the skin. It doesn't emphasize my dry patches. It just looks so lightweight and non-drying. So it hasn't clung onto any of my dry patches. It's not fading anywhere or becoming patchy anywhere. Like, it still looks the same as when I put it on. So far I still really like this foundation. I think it is so pretty, and this actually might be one of my new favorites because this is beautiful. So now I'm just going to finish the rest of my day, and then I'll check back in with my final thoughts at the end of the night. Okay guys, so it is officially the end of the night, as you can tell, because I have on my super soft comfortable robe, and I'm ready to take this makeup off and jump in the bed. So right now it is about 11:30 p.m. So I've had this foundation on for about 13-ish hours. I know that is like a ridiculous amount of time to have a foundation on. I actually didn't plan on leaving it on this long, but so this is what it looks like currently without me touching up at all today or doing anything to my face. As you can see, it's pretty oily, but in my opinion, I don't look like a grease ball, like I just rolled in oil or something like that. So this foundation held up pretty nicely, I do have to say. I can still see my bronzer, my highlight, and my concealer. I can't really see my blush that much, but this foundation did break up on like my upper lip and around my nose, and it did emphasize my dry patches like towards like the end hours, like the very end. It emphasized into like my dry patches, so on my chin and then like on my forehead. I probably look so tired right now. Like, I'm literally so tired. I want to go to bed right now. So I do think overall the foundation still looks pretty good. It definitely doesn't look like how I walked out the house this morning, but I would say this is like decent looking in my opinion. So now I'm just going to give you my pros and my cons about this foundation. So first I'm going to start with the cons. Wish you got more product in here, just because this is less than like half of 1 fluid ounce. But then again, I mean, I guess because you're dropping it, you're probably not going to use it as fast. I'm not really sure, but definitely that would be my only con. I wish I had more of this stuff in a bigger bottle, especially because this is like $14. It is a more pricier drugstore foundation because most of them range from like $11 to $12, and this is $14. So I would definitely love more product for the amount you're paying. So now the pros. So the pros, I have so many pros about this foundation. First is that it is so lightweight. It's buildable. It's lightweight when you build it up. All today, I knew I had on makeup just because it's like a conscious thing. Even though I knew I had on makeup, it didn't feel like it, which was awesome. And I didn't get too oily too fast. So I started getting oily about 4 or 5-ish. So 4 or 5-ish, and I do have dry skin. So you would definitely have to touch up with this if you have oily skin. But I love this foundation. I think it looks so like flawless and smooth. I think when I use this, my makeup turns out like that much better. Like that much better. And I just love it so much. It doesn't sink into your pores or your fine lines. It just like glides over them, and it creates just like this smooth canvas so you can just do your thing. And I would definitely say if you want this foundation, get it with the brush that it comes with. I wouldn't really use this with a beauty blender or a sponge, just because you do have to use more product. Like, I did have to add like 5 more drops when I use the sponge versus when I use the brush. But I mean, you can still definitely use it with a beauty blender. I would probably just use it when I'm like on my like natural no makeup days. So I would definitely recommend this foundation. I would definitely recommend this. So if you have tried this, then tell me your thoughts down below. I would love to know what you guys think about this foundation. So that concludes this foundation review. I hope that you found it helpful in any type of way. And also I hope that you liked it. And if you did, then give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And remember to follow me on all my social medias at It's Diamond. It's literally the same thing for Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. So follow me on those. Now I'm about to go wash off this makeup and jump into bed, and I will see you guys in my next video.